Hello, I'm Father Kime from St. Francis Xavier Parish in Lake Station. In lieu of a homily this morning, I'd like to give a little reflection about preparing oneself for the season of Lent. Today in the scriptures we hear the beautiful story where St. Peter acknowledges the sanctity, the holiness, the power of Jesus Christ in comparison to his own weaknesses when he utters those dramatic words, "Depart from me, Lord, for I am a sinful man." In this moment, St. Peter finally realizes the importance of the virtue of humility, and he is then ready to serve the Lord as a true disciple. We all want to grow in this virtue of humility so that we too can be disciples of the Lord. The church gives us this blessed season of Lent in order for us to grow closer to Jesus and thereby to grow in humility as we see his holiness in comparison to our own weaknesses and defects. In your preparation for Lent and your living out the Lenten season, I would encourage you to consider 3 areas of Lenten devotion, those being prayer, charity, and penance. Perhaps we can talk for just a moment about each of these 3 aspects of Lent. First of all, in the area of prayer. When you're considering your Lenten resolutions, please make sure that you think about some way in which you can pray more faithfully and live more completely in the presence of God. Consider dedicating simply 5 minutes a day to prayer. It can be any means of prayer which you yourself choose. The rosary, studying the Bible, silent contemplation, vocal prayer. The way you pray is less important than that you are praying each and every day during the season of Lent. If you already pray, then pray better during the season of Lent. Secondly, I'd ask you to consider the area of charity. Our Holy Father Pope Francis said that we are in the year of mercy, and in this year of mercy, we want to manifest the mercy of God through acts of charity. I'd like to remind you that it is not necessary to do something extraordinary or strange in the area of charity. There are a million opportunities to live charity in the circumstances in which you find yourself right now. During this holy season of Lent, you can live charity by being more joyful in your home, by serving your spouse or your children. You can live the virtue of charity simply by making a resolution to not complain or nag the people in your family. You could say, during this season of Lent, I'm going to do my absolute best to never speak an ill word about anyone. And if you can make it through the entire season of Lent without saying a single negative comment about anyone in your life, come and see me, because we may want to begin your process of canonization. Thirdly, I invite you to consider the area of penance. This beautiful season of Lent allows us to discipline ourselves in imitation of Jesus Christ. Many people have the beautiful custom of giving up something during the season of Lent. You may think to yourself, why would God care if I give up chocolate for 40 days? What difference does it make? And in fact, it does make a real difference. And the reason is this. We give up chocolate not because chocolate is sinful, but in order to discipline our own spirit. If you give up chocolate or any other thing, you'll find that in the season of Lent, there will come a moment when you want that thing. And if you can resist that chocolate, what you've done is effectively strengthen your will, so that when the time comes that there is a real temptation that involves real sin, you will already have the discipline and the force of your own will in order to resist sinfulness. Giving up things for Lent helps to strengthen and form our will so that we can follow the gospel of Jesus more adequately. These small disciplines during the season of Lent also help to make us a little bit more like Jesus. We remember that Jesus saved us through the cross. And through a small discipline, such as giving something up or performing some other form of penance, we in fact become more like Jesus. And so, my brothers and sisters, during this holy season of Lent, I invite you to grow in love for Christ, to learn the virtue of humility so that you may be a true disciple. You can engage this process through prayer, charity, and penance, becoming more like Christ in preparation for Easter. May God bless you.